Hey guys, it's TMF Style. I'm Jose Zuniga, and for this week's video, we're going to be discussing how to wear bold pattern shirts properly. Now you guys know me, I love white shirts. They're just so simple to use. They make men look clean and you could pair with anything you want and it's always going to look good. However, not everybody is like me, and there usually comes a time in a man's life where you want to step outside the box a little bit. You're bored with the norm and you want to step into uncharted territories. And this is usually when men start experimenting with their style and they start implementing more bold clothing to add flair to their closet and stand out. One of the main pieces that men usually try to style is a bold dress shirt. So today, we're going to be discussing 4 tips you need to follow to effectively pull off a bold shirt. Now, all these shirts that you're going to be seeing are from a company called Grand Frank. These guys, they specialize in a bunch of different menswear clothing garments and accessories and stuff like that, but I really like their shirts because they were very bold and I find they fit this segment perfectly. If you check out their site, you'll see all these bold printed shirts, so I picked out 5 to showcase to you how to properly implement them in your wardrobe. So the first tip is don't look like a clown. This is probably the most important thing you need to keep in mind when you're trying to implement bold pieces into your outfit. The thing is that the more patterns and the more colors you start adding into your clothing, into the outfit that you're wearing, the higher the risk you run of looking like a walking street light. So a way to counteract this effect, this clown effect, is to understand balance. You need to know how to properly balance your outfit. Keep in mind that there's various areas in a man's outfit that you can be bold in. It could be your socks, it could be your pants, it could be your suit, it could be your shirt like I'm talking about. But you don't want to hit all these areas in one outfit. Pick one, let's say it is your shirt, and make everything else neutral. Make it basic. And that way you can anchor down that loud outfit and balance it out so you can both stand out without looking like a clown. My next tip is to start easy. Now, pattern mixing and this whole color integration is very difficult. It takes a lot of practice, and a lot of men that you see online or bloggers do it effortlessly and that look great doing so have been doing so for a while. They've been in the industry and showing you guys for a while. So it does take practice to properly do this. So what I always recommend is to start easy. Start with patterns that are both bold and easy to implement. And the one that I usually always recommend is a polka dot shirt. Polka dot shirts look great with almost anything you put on. It's a very minimal pattern, but it's also not a pattern that's very common. You won't see a lot of men wearing polka dot shirts. So it is both bold and an easy shirt to style. On the other hand, anything like the florals that you've been seeing already, these shirts are a lot more difficult and take a lot more expertise. My third tip is simple. Patterns have their place. Most pattern shirts you see are probably going to be casual. This is why you need to understand that they have their place, their set time and place to be worn. This is because you use clothing to communicate with the people around you. So what is that exact characteristic or exact persona that you're going to try to project? And this is something you're going to need to think about when you're choosing these bold shirts, these bold patterns. There's a lot of characteristics you can portray. You could try to be a serious guy, a confident guy, a trustworthy guy, a fun guy. These are all characteristics you could portray with your clothing, but like I said, you need to kind of think this through. So if you have a business meeting where you need to be both confident, trustworthy, and professional, of course one of these floral shirts is just not going to work. However, on the other hand, if you just have with the guys or a date with your girl, then you're trying to project more of a fun vibe and a more casual vibe, this floral shirt is perfect. So understand what's the setting and where you can properly implement the patterns that you're looking to do so. Now, my final tip is to understand what the colors you wear say about you. This one's a little bit more in depth and it's tied a little bit to tip number 3. It kind of goes into the psychology of color and what it projects. And it's the same thing. Each color is usually tagged with certain characteristics. Our society, as soon as they see this color, subconsciously tags these characteristics to certain colors. Just to give you some brief examples, you have red, which is usually very popular and it's understood to be bold, to be power, and to be active. On the other hand, you have orange, which is tagged with instinct, warmth, extrovert, and optimism, usually portraying the image of an impulsive guy, a guy that pursues freedom, and is very much an extrovert. And one final example is blue, which is usually tagged with ambition, with spirit, with content, and with control. So all of these are characteristics that are attached to colors and something that you might want to consider when choosing the bold shirt or the colors that you want to implement in your outfit. So that's basically it, guys. Those are 4 tips that you should consider when you're trying to properly style a bold and patterned shirt. Now keep in mind, you could probably style it properly with the first 3. The last one, like I said, is more in depth and more to your advantage, to know how to control what you wear so it could properly project what you want it to. So that's basically it for this week's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to hit up the like button. Thank you guys for watching.